It burst into flames! It's fire and it's crashing! It's crashing terrible! Get out of the way, please! It's burning, bursting into flames! Herb Morrison, May 6, 1937, at the scene of the Hindenburg crash at Lakehurst, New Jersey. The Hindenburg was, according to William Lace, the largest, longest, most luxurious aircraft ever to fly. The devastation of the Hindenburg, seen as a possible strike against the Nazis, was in reality the ruination of one man's dream of peace between America and Germany. In this speech, I will discuss how the Hindenburg was great, but how what it represented was greater, the events of May 6, 1937, and some conflicting theories about what caused the disaster. The LZ-129 Hindenburg was the largest, most magnificent airship ever built. Built by a company called Luftschifffbau Zeppelin, the Hindenburg was created by anti-Nazi company manager Hugo Echner to create peace and transit between Germany and the United States. In 1936, Echner had announced on Munich radio that the famous LZ-129 would be called Hindenburg, after Paul von Hindenburg, German World War I hero and president of Germany until his death in 1934. This upset Nazi propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels, who had wanted the LZ-129 to be called the Adolf Hitler. Despite his age and ill health, Hindenburg had defeated Adolf Hitler in the 1932 presidential election. Echner was thus made a non-person, meaning it was illegal to publish his name or picture. The Nazis forced the Luftschifffbau Zeppelin to paint swastikas on the Hindenburg and to use it to drop pro-Nazi leaflets. The Hindenburg was the most advanced airship of its time. Over 800 feet long and 135 feet wide. It had a cruising height of 800 feet and a top speed of 82 miles per hour. Robert Stewart, PhD, described the Hindenburg as a luxury liner in the skies. A one-way ticket cost $400, equivalent to $5,000 today. Passengers felt motionless. The only evidence of movement was the breathtaking scenic view. The Hindenburg was to be the culmination of Echner's dream of ushering a new age of peace between America and Germany. May 6, 1937 represented the death of that dream. The Hindenburg departed Frankfurt am Main, Germany on Monday, May 3rd. Captain Max Pruss was responsible for 61 crew members and 36 passengers. The youngest crew member was Werner Franz, a 14-year-old cabin boy. The youngest passengers were 6-year-old Werner Dollner and his 8-year-old brother, Wallace. The Hindenburg arrived in Lakehurst, New Jersey on May 6, 1937. The entire disaster took 37 seconds. Flames began near the top tail fin, then spread rapidly along the skin down the course of the airship. As the hydrogen ignited, smoke reached to the heavens. The Hindenburg lay burning on the ground in less than a minute. 36 people died that day. Many jumped, including 14-year-old Werner Franz, saved by flames when he was drenched by a burst water tank. 6-year-old Werner Donner and his brother were thrown by their mother into the waiting arms of a man on the ground. 5 survivors of the crash later died at the hospital. 13 passengers and 22 crew members died that day, and another person on the ground was killed by the crash. The Hindenburg disaster was horrific, and to this day there remains debate about its cause. Many theories abound as to the cause of the explosion. One theory is that the hydrogen leaked from a gas cell and was ignited by an electrical spark from the thunderstorms in the area. But remember, the gas cells were laced with garlic, and no one recalled or reported smelling garlic. Another theory is that the Hindenburg was sabotaged by a time bomb. Echner had received threatening letters warning them not to land at Lakehurst. Captain Pruss, who survived the crash, also suspected sabotage as a strike against the Nazis. A time bomb had been discovered in Hindenburg's sister ship, the Graf Zeppelin, the year before. Erich Spell, a crew member who had died in the Hindenburg disaster, was found to have had a communist girlfriend, access to all the elements needed for a time bomb, the run of the airship, and the knowledge and opportunity to hide an explosive on board. The Nazis, predictably, blamed the Jews. A third theory brought to light in 1997 suggests that the dope on the outer skin of the Zeppelin intended to protect hydrogen from sunlight was the culprit, not the hydrogen at all. Its mixture of iron oxide, cellulose acetate, and aluminum powder was found to be similar to rocket fuel. It was further revealed that Luftschifffbau Zeppelin had arrived at the same conclusion immediately following the accident, although it was never revealed to the public. Notably, the formula for dope was quickly altered after the Hindenburg disaster. The Hindenburg represented a different possible course for Germany than the one ultimately taken, one of unity between America and Germany. It was an enormous, magnificent airship, but not as big or as amazing as Echner's dream. May 6, 1937 was a fateful day, filled with death and destruction, but the toll could have been much greater. There are different theories about what caused the airship to burst into flame, but when the smoke is cleared and the dust is settled, there remains one clear truth. Echner's dream did not die that day. It was too big to die. The Nazis were defeated, and peace prevailed. Echner's dream did not die. It was only ahead of its time.